So, boys, you saw the title. You know what this is gonna be about. There's no reason for me to not explain this even more. Besides the fact that you probably don't know what an epee is. An epee is basically a style of fencing sword, but you can also just call it in general just a fencing sword. I just call it a fencing sword. Sometimes I call it epee. Doesn't matter. Point is, I have a new wooden sword slash wooden toy, but it's not really a toy. And I would like to show it to you because I made it myself this time instead of buying it off the internet or eBay or whatever. Give me a sec. Here it is. Now I'm still working on it, so it's definitely not going to be the best. I'm painting this part black right here. The bottom needs to be sanded down. The top needs to be sanded down. And also I need to take off the stupid sticker from Michael's. You know, this is an epee right here. It's a fencing sword. Made entirely out of wood. And it's giant. I have another one right here. Oh, thank you. That's plain. And you're supposed to use them to clash with each other very fast. Now, epees in general, and just fencing swords in general, are used to be made fast, like that, or, you know, like this, like that. Just a quick jab. That's the end of the bout. That's it. A match is called a bout. It's the end of the bout. So it's just one little right there to the chest with a real epee, of course, like a full-on steel one that's a bendy boy, not as bendy as, well, bendier than mine. It'll like flop all over the place, like, but it's really sharp. So one little dink can easily like hurt somebody terribly. So that's why they're like, in my terms, well, yeah, in my conditions, I would say that they're the most dangerous sword because one little flick in your head, you got a scar on your forehead for the rest of your life. A little flick on your chest, you could possibly open up your whole chest cavity. Those things are sharp. But you gotta know how to use it in order to do that. If you know how to use it or you do it by accident, then just flick, dead. I painted this part black, like I said, and drilled a hole through this piece, and the actual handle. I got all these materials at Michael's, and yeah, it's actually meant for just sparring. So if you do want to fence, but you don't want to put on all that stupid equipment, just want to put on like some leggings and a t-shirt or a tank top, there you go. You got this. Just gonna be a little smack against your head or smack against your body. You can't kill somebody. Let you poke them through the eye and keep going. In that case, it's insta death. Just, it's like Final Destination. Just, see, it's just right through their eye. That was a horrible demonstration. Let me not do that again. But you know, you a long time ago, when fencing swords used to be like basically the only swords, they were acclaimed as the best sword basically because, you know, reasons. And also the claymore was, you know, the long sword was, but this sword wasn't designed to use it two-handed like most swords or swing. It was designed for you to stab with one hand and be posh about it. It was designed to be posh, more or less, one hand. You don't hold it like this. You hold it with swag. You hold it like you're holding a pen. You see how I'm holding this pen right now? Let's say I was writing, right? I was writing something down. You hold it as if it's a pen. So you drop the pen. Boom, there you go. You're holding it right. Let me move this camera here. Okay, we're good. So, instead of you holding it like this and looking like a bizarre little frick, you hold it like this. you rest the handle right here. You twist it upwards. You hold it with your thumb, and you grip it tightly so that it kind of curls around your fingers nicely. So that the handle curls around your fingers nicely. Don't take that out of context. I know you dirty little fricks will try me to bash you over the head. Bash you over the head with my bokuto. Look. Better yet, my favorite bokuto, you little. Anyways. Yeah, no, it's very cool. I do like epees a lot, but I do like katanas a lot, but I mainly like hanjians. Hanjians are a Chinese style sword. Look it up. Yeah, no, and instead of you just doing that, maybe, stabbing it upwards like that, you have to bend your wrist and bend your arm like that, like something like that. Like, wait, what is that? And you also gotta put your hand up like this. Just get down like this. Wait, London, Britain, Europe. What are you doing over there? Tell me, what? This isn't fancy. This is gay. It's gay, but I like the sword, definitely. I do like fencing in general. My dad used to fence, so I can't say it's gay. I have no right to say it's gay, really. Anyways, I don't know why I just had a stroke on camera. What am I doing? Anyways, yeah. A normal fencing sword is up to 43.3 inches normally. I made mine 40 and a half inches because, I'm not ready to move up to the big boy leagues and have a giant rapier. Because these are also called rapiers, if you didn't know. I wasn't ready to have a real rapier, so I just went with the closest thing I can get with, which was this. Suck my nuts if you don't think it's good enough. And painted it, still working on it. Yeah, no, it's okay. So far it's okay. Soon I'm just gonna keep upgrading it, fix it up more and more each day. Make it look even better. Just all around make it just better. Because this thing is huge. Right here. Now if we put this down, right? Because if we were to add up how many weapons this is in general, that are wooden, that I own, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 different weapons that I own. If you wonder why I counted over here, I got this, which is a bow staff. I shed blood for that, so it's a weapon. And that wasn't fun, was it? Okay. And my bokuto. My favorite bokuto. I wrapped the handle. I fixed up the hand guard. The suba. I fixed up the blade up here and I painted it. Yeah. I like this sword a lot. I don't know where the I was going with that. But yeah, no, this is a lot of weapons right here. Like, if the police is watching this right now, which I doubt they are, please don't shoot. I'm black. No, I'm playing. But no, seriously, this is a lot of weapons. We got 2, 4, 5. See, oh, I miscalculated terribly. Well, that's the end of the video. Now I'm playing though. But yeah, no, that's only a few weapons. It's only 6 weapons. I'm gonna expand. For my birthday, I'm probably just gonna buy myself a hanjian, like a real hanjian, with a steel blade, a real rapier. So then I'll just have like my real weapons and then my wooden weapons, like the stuff I'll use like for sparring and all that, and the ones I'll actually use in case like somebody comes into the house that's not supposed to be in the house, or something is in the house that's not supposed to be in the house. SCP Foundation, go wild. Yeah, no, it's just and also just because it's really cool. I like having weapons. Don't call the police on me. Oh God. Please don't call the police on me. We already have enough of us getting killed. Here's the other one I made. The glue is kind of just spread along the bottom. It's not okay. This one, I don't trust at all. Actually, no, I trust this one the most because it's the sturdiest. That one, I trust as much as this one. It's just, I put a little bit more glue in here, so, you know. I made these all today, too, within, like, 4 minutes. And they still came out better than most things you find online that are wooden bees. By the way, I do sell these, so in case you want me to make one for you, for a price, of course. I'm down, yeah. This one I didn't round up the tip for, because for the other one I rounded out the tip for. Hold up. Look. I bet you can see it because my hands are extremely shaky. Round out the tip for that one. This one I did not. This one you do the exact same. Some people like to dual wield these. I don't understand how you can do that. But it would look something like this. What is this? Hey, give me all your money! What the f are you doing? Don't ask questions! You actually start off like this, like, hey, give me all your money. Well, what are those? Don't ask questions. Give me all your money. Like, it's not intimidating at all, unless you're like a professional fencer. Then in that case, I'll be like, back off. Like, you know, yeah. Do I have milk inside of here? Because I'm about to knock this cup. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to basically give a demonstration of what that would look like if you were to actually thrust with this thing. Because that's called a thrust when you, like, actually it's called a touch if you were to actually, like, hit the cup. So it looks something like this. That did not go well. That's better. Now, as you can see, the reason this is so bendy is for another reason. It can dent easily. It builds up more force because you swing, it's going to take a second, wind up even more, and then it'll wind up half of a half of a normal swing. Now, if you don't know what half of a half is for me, because I use weird terms, half of a half is literally, you know, so let's take half, right? And then let's cut that in half, like it's almost 2 halves. So it's basically like 1/4, 1.5 fourths. You know, that's half a half. So it'll take 1.5 fourths of that power. Basically, it'll take a little bit more power and put that into here because it's going to take an extra second to wind up even more because you're swinging. You're putting this backwards, right? So you're going to point it downwards, right? You're pointing it downwards. It's going to swing, right? But you're swinging it downwards like that. And since it's going to take an extra second to basically wind up, because you're already down here, it's just the blade is pointing upwards. You're down here, right? It's going to swing and smack them in the face, right? It's kind of like a whip. It's just going to be like, you know? It's gonna take more time to just wind up and get it correctly for itself, and then just easily smack it back. Just like easy, just, you know? And I got milk. So you finally decide to I'm gonna commit seppuku. I can't do this anymore. Okay. Give me a second. God dang stupid YouTube. Why am I doing this? Like, seriously, this is what am I doing with my life? I could have been the world's #1 like woodworker, but no, I have to make stupid YouTube videos just so I can somehow make fortune out of myself and not be considered a failure. Okay, we're back with that little life contemplation. Anyways, yeah, so I finally decided to spill the milk, the little bit of milk that was inside of here. Well, you know what I say to that? I say, F you. And it's whatever. Anyway, yeah, I do love my sword collection, to be honest. It's a good sword collection, because, you know, in case somebody breaks into the house, I'm ready. You know, just in case. I got so many swords at my disposal. You know, I got a rapier to smack them in the head with. 3 bokudos for my whole family, in case, you know, anything. Oh, not for much, actually. And then I got a bow staff for me. You know, because I'm actually pretty good with the bow staff. I'm better with the bow staff than any of these. And then hand-to-hand combat, I'm okay with, too. Not the best, but I'm okay. I'm pretty good. I mean, I'm learning boxing right now. So, you know, not bad. But, yeah, back to the whole design and reason of the sword. I'm giving you guys a long video because I don't upload much. So, I'll give you guys a long video because, why not? You guys do somewhat like my videos, and I'm glad you do. So, you guys get a present. You get a very long video. Maybe like a 20-minute video. Maybe 25-minute video. Let's see where this goes. I'm just going to rant about rapiers, swords, whatever. Okay? Back to the content. So, the reason this thing bends so much is for multiple reasons. One, when you smack, it builds up more power. Because you swing, this thing winds up and then just explodes. And that's why most rapiers, real rapiers, like steel rapiers / epees, fling around like this. They look like a penis when they flick around. You know? Look at this. Look at this bending. Look at that. Now you wonder, why does it look like male genitalia? Because reasons. And also because it builds up more power. Now, why does it have such a mushroom-looking handguard? This ain't Mario. Well, it's designed to fit the hand exactly. And usually, it's hollow on the inside. I didn't make it hollow. I don't know why. I probably can't. Because I don't know how to make it hollow. But it works, doesn't it? Yes, it does. If you don't say it works, leave the video now. Because I'm going to say it works. Now, the reason the handguard also looks so fancy, it's not to be fancy, just to be fancy, actually. It's actually for a reason. It's specially designed for the hand, I'm pretty sure. As you can tell. Look. Now, tell me that doesn't perfectly fit my hand. And tell me if it perfectly doesn't fit your hand. Now, another thing. Why it has such a weird style. Now, let me cut to a bigger area to help you out with this. Now that we have a bigger area, don't mind all of this. Just don't mind it. We don't mind it. Okay, so the main reason of this video, why it has such a weird style, and also the epee. Let me turn off my fan before I hit something. Just okay. Better. Sorry for the whole wait up. Alright. Back to what I was saying. So the reason it has such a weird style. Well, I have no clue. And history and scientists have no clue. Well, we do have a clue, actually. Mainly, not just to look posh and cool, but also because you need to be bouncy. Now, if you don't understand what bouncy is, and you're thinking of Cardi B because bouncy, in fencing, and most importantly, actual rapier duels, or just duels in general, because back then they didn't have any other sword besides the claymore and the long, and the straight / long sword. So, mainly what they would use is these, rapiers, / epees, because, epees. And in France, too. So, they would use these, basically, kind of like to be more bouncy with it. So now, because they want to get the jump on their opponent. Literally, want to get the jump. Because you do jump in fencing. You jump. Literally. Not in the jumping as in like, but jump as in like pounce. Like, you move upwards fiercely as high as you can. Lift up maybe your back leg if you want to get a little bit more repulsion. And bend this thing downwards because they're going to think you're going straight up like that. Like, but you can also normal jab, or you can do a high jab. A high jab, basically like, you think you're going up for a normal jab. You keep going up. They're like, what you doing? You bend down, bam, that's a touch in fencing. So you can do it like this, or that. Really into the exact same place. Doesn't matter. And also, you just hold your hand up right here just in case, because, reasons. In case you want to just raise it up or something, just leave it there. Because. Also just because. Propulsion. You also want to kind of bend your front leg, move it forward, put your back leg behind you, and bend your foot kind of pointing back behind you. Just rock back and forth with both legs like this, or just bounce. Some people like to put their legs together like this and bend forward and hold it out like this. Some people like to do it like this. I like to just kind of bend my legs, flatten the other one, hold my hand up like this, kind of like behind me, resting on my leg, just hovering, and just kind of hold it right here. And then just wait and explode, kind of like pointing my toes, going upwards with this leg, bending it up. This leg right here, up, like this. Sorry, I was just looking at something. Like this, and then bending it downwards, like this. Because you can take different forms. The lowest you can go with an epee is this. That isn't even a touch at that point. You're just letting it dangle like this. But the medium length is like this, highest length, this. But kind of downwards length is just this. You will hold it like this. Kind of like, the medium touch that I told you about. Except, bending it a little bit more downwards. And keep in mind, you need to do this hand motion like you're holding a pen. And still manage to do that. You can lift a few fingers. The lower you go, the more fingers you have to lift. So you point it downwards like this, right? Normal amount of fingers. But if you go lower, you're going to have to take off your pinky. Lower than that, take off your ring finger, middle finger, pointer finger. And boom, that's the lowest touch you can do. Unless you just tilt your body down. Also depends on where you tilt your body. You go like this. This, middle ground. Or this, for low ground. But as Obi-Wan Kenobi said, if you have the high ground, you instantly win. So as long as you keep a strong, structured pose in the middle ground or in the high ground, like this, which is the casual way. Just hold your, not like casual as in like your simp, the normal way, what everybody usually uses. like this. Hold your hand out like this. Normally, just rest it behind you and point the sword like this. And then when you're ready to get a touch, you get a touch. Now, if you didn't know, my dad used to fence, my real dad, before he abandoned me. Obviously, as some of the friends who watch my YouTube channel know. I'm not here to make you feel sorry for me. I'm here to teach you how to fence and also show you my sword. So, let's get on with that, shall we? Don't comment in the comment section, oh, I feel so bad. No, I will hit you with a stick. I love you guys, but no. No. Okay. So, in fencing, you obviously want to be moving. Not like, just staying as still as possible, but not moving around like this or running too many circles. Circles. Basically just like these different motions for your little bladey boy. So let's say I was running circles, right? That means I'll be doing stuff like this, this, and you wouldn't know what I'm doing. You wouldn't know if I'm going to strike like this, You don't know if I'm going to, this. That's also another option. This, 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 this. You understand now. You don't know what I'm gonna do. You have no idea. All you know is that I'm going to hit you. You don't know where, you don't know what, you just know I am. Also, let me fix my camera because I know you're tired of seeing the rest of the video like this. Hold on, give me a sec. Okay. Isn't that better? You better say it's better. Okay, let me move my shoes too while I'm chatting to you about blocking. Now, blocking, also known as parrying, is crucial in this because, as I told you, if you run circles around somebody, literally, I don't mean to sound like a white girl, but literally you will get defeated. Like Brittany, if you don't learn how to parry, Brittany, you will, and I mean this, literally never be a good fencer. I don't know if you're hearing me from the outside of my door, probably just like Broski. This kid's insane. He's talking to himself while I'm just trying to make a YouTube video for my peeps. Alright, back to fencing. So, blocking. Blocking can go multiple ways. It can go like this, or you just simply oop, or just oop, 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 oop. Now, let me grab my other sword to demonstrate this. Let's say you were going to strike me, right? Plain sword is you. Black sword is me, okay? You go in to touch. Bam. All I got to do is just bam. Just hit your sword out of the way. Just bam. Just like that. Or let's say I was going to touch you. Not in that way. Just, I was going to touch. Bam. Just simple. Bam. Or just, literally hit the sword. Just boop. Just like boop. Because the sword's going to extend, right? Because it's bending. So it's going to be a stronger hit. It's just going to be like, right? Boop. Just like that. Just boop. So let's say they come in close. Like they're just literally right here. They're like, pretty easy to block like that. Just bam, 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 bam. Now you hear that wisp, right? This is gliding through the air. That's another reason. It glides through the air much easier. This is a very light sword compared to other swords. Now, let me show you what I'm talking about. And I dropped all my foul weapons. Isn't that great? Now, a katana, right? It's heavy. It's made to hit hard and slice hard, right? Now, that's not good in fencing. You want your sword to be as light God dang it, dude. I'm trying. Alright, let's not talk about that, guys, okay? Leave it. Just leave it, okay? I had the decency to give you guys a 20... Not even 20, 30-minute video. So let's not talk about that, okay? Thank you. Now, back to what I was saying. I might even give you guys a 40-minute video. How about that? How about that? Alright? Good. So, back to what I was saying. You hear that wisp, right? In the sword. That's the sword whispering through the air. Now imagine that against your skull. Now, a katana, it's gonna not wisp through the air because it's heavy. I'm not used to this. But this, since it bends, see? Since it bends so much, it's going to, launch back, then come back much easier, aka it's faster. So let's say I was defending against a guy, right? All I had to do so that he didn't hit me, mainly, was just... Well, I just hit everything in my room possible. God dang it. This is why I don't practice in my room. Look at all this stuff. I have no space. Let me just take it slow, alright? This is a good defense tactic that I can't... If I don't stop hitting this pain, then I mainly get compliments for, I swear. Okay. Wisp, right? Simple. It's a good defense tactic, so you can run circles around somebody defensively. I know this may not be running circles for all the actual people who are into fencing. I may be wrong, this is my version of running circles. I know the other version, this is my version of running circles, okay? Okay. I call this running circles, But you may be like, oh, he's doing it wrong. That isn't even close to running circles. This is my version of running circles. Literally, circling around the opponent with your sword, so that way they have no idea what you're doing. Okay? Okay, good. Defensively running circles. You could be doing this, right? Or they're doing this, or this. And not this. This is the infinite sign. I imagine I'm drawing an infinite sign when I'm, fencing defensively like this, right? And then when I'm, sorry, not fencing defensively, when I'm striking offensive, when I'm running circles offensively. When I'm doing it defensively, you have a wider circle. You're doing this with a wider circle, right? Just going around, like this. So the one that they strike, like this. So when you come up and go, or you're coming down, or you're going sideways. See what I mean? There's many options for you when you're running my version of circles, aka running signs. When you're running signs, you could be doing a cursive A. Now when you do a cursive A, you come up. Let me show you from the front. Alright. You come up, you bounce down, you bounce upwards. You're making a literal A. So it's just it's made for, strikes from the left. So it's like, and if you're doing a right side cursive A, it's see what I mean? Don't mind, that's my sister and her friend laughing. Now, another thing. Here's one that I made for, left and right. So you go. It's a cursive L. Basically go back and forth, so it's they have no idea what the frick you're doing if you're doing that. Just imagine, you're fencing me, right? We're going back and forth. We're faking, pretending to, get ready to strike each other. And I just start doing this. You're like, what the frick do I do? Like, I could strike this man, but he could go, or he can go. Still good. Yo, I broke my sword. Yo! I spent like $17 making both of these. Yo! That's stupid! Yo! Look at that. I'm retarded. Yo! God dang it. I'm mad. What the frick? That's stupid. I knew that thing wasn't, I knew that thing wasn't sturdy whatsoever. I even said to myself, that thing doesn't look so sturdy. Maybe I should, glue it a little bit more. I was like, no, it'll be fine. Don't worry. Nothing bad will happen. It won't snap in half while you're making a YouTube video on this. Nah. The worst part was I carved this downwards. That's probably the reason why. But I didn't do it with this one. All I did was just stick it in there. I was like, maybe I should carve it. It's too late now. But no, this one comes out on the top. Congratulations for this one. I'm very proud. I still have no one to spar with now because I just broke the only one that I have. God freaking dang it. Stupid. Well, it's whatever. Yeah. I don't even want to continue with the video anymore, dude. Hey, I'm giving y'all this, so I'm going to continue the video, and this is basically this is the last thing I'm going to do. I'm going to just tell you guys basically the letter formations for defense and offense. Alright, let me continue on. God dang it, man. Alright. Letter defense and letter offense. You're probably just sitting there like, what the frick is letter offense and letter defense? Is this like something he invented? Yes, it is. Yeah, you're stupid. I'm kidding. Okay. Letter defense, right? You may be sitting there like, what the frick? Stupid. But basically, the letter defense is just like using a letter from the alphabet, right? Let's say letter C, right? Simple. And using it for defense, you're going back and forth with it like this. Sorry, I went silent for a sec. As a way to trick your opponent into thinking you're gonna go one way. He's like, right? He's like, oh no, let me block. So he tries to block, but then he goes straight back, and he won't have time to get it. So when you do pretend to strike, he's gonna be like, oh no, block. You're gonna come back up. He's gonna be like, what the frick is he doing? And they're gonna actually hit him. And then let's say he's like, he's not gonna hit this one, so I'm gonna just not hit. I'm gonna not try it. You actually touch him. He's like, the frick were you doing? Oh, I was running letter formations. What? Letter formations. What the frick is letter formations? The ones that I have so far, like I said, is A for each side. And also, I have A, I have C, I have L. It's just like, you get the gist of it. I have A, L, C, and I have O, which is just, like that. So it's just back and forth. Or you can just run the infinite sign, which is just like, or if you're doing it defensively, we have, for defensively, you want to do wider movements. So in that case, they do try to strike you, just easily hit the sword away and then just continue on. So for the infinite sign, you want to do a wider, kind of bob back and forth like this. Okay, that's another time in the video that my camera falls. Somebody count this. I know somebody's going to be counting this in the comment section, so you have my permission. Okay. Alright, let's continue, boys. Let's continue. Alright. So, yeah. Infinite sign. Just want to draw an infinite sign. I just call this a loophole. The loophole defensive. Just go around. You want to make wider formation. So you could strike like this. He could strike side to side. He could be like, no, 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 no. No. Like that, pretty much. Pretty good defense, actually. Just, just keep going around. Like this. Just as wide as you can get it. Just go. You just want to go. Well, not too wide, though. You just want to, kind of keep this in the middle. Like this. And just go around and wait for them to strike. Or just like that. I like the infinite sign best, Really good defense. In general, It's like easily tap right there. Tap, 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 tap. Like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I can give you for this video. I hope you enjoyed this very, very long video, one of my longest videos yet, because, you know, quarantine's getting to me, and I just really want to take a break and express myself through YouTube, and I hope you guys find a good outlet during this horrible time, too, because I sure have, and I do enjoy making YouTube videos, so I'll be trying to upload as much as I can, but I'll be trying to get my schoolwork done, too, because, school likes to email me, that's for sure. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I love you guys dearly. And remember, practice these. Maybe get yourself a real fencing sword and not this one that I made myself. For myself. Okay? Because, we already saw what happened. You know. Wasn't very good. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Remember, be happy. Also, you suck.